Hello, I'm Refashionista Sherry, and welcome to another DIY in my 30 days of refashions. And you might be thinking, what the heck is 30 days of refashions? Well, for the month of September, I am sharing a brand new refashionista tutorial every single day because it is my birthday month. If you have missed one, pop on over to my channel, and right at the top you will find the 30 days of refashions playlist. Now, you might also be thinking, why the heck am I holding this dress closed? And that's because this maxi dress is somehow too big and too small for me at the same time. So we are going to refashion this dress today. And I have the perfect thing to use to help me refashion it. So let's get started. For this super simple project, all you need is a maxi dress or a maxi skirt, plus a top that coordinates well, or at least has a pattern mix that you love. Now, this top may look familiar to those of you who saw my other Mexico souvenir shirt upsize, because it's basically the same shirt, but in blue. The other one was pink. I shall link down below to the tutorial for how I upsized that one. Now, this one was even smaller than that one, so it needed an upsize as well. But instead of using the vintage trim on the side, I simply chopped the bottom and use the chopped bottom for the side panels. So it is the exact same fabric. I just, repurposed it to add the side panels. So this now fits me perfectly. So I actually was given this maxi dress, and I really do love the paisley pattern on it, but it's such a weird fit. Oddly, on the top, it is too big and too small at the same time, and it is actually a little bit too long for me. So that's why I'm going to transform it into something I will actually wear, because I do love this pattern. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is chop off the top part, so the skirt part will be my ideal length. So as you can see here, because I just chopped straight on through all of those gathered bits, it's not the most even cutting job here. So I'm just going to chop through again and even up this raw edge. So you can see here that the skirt actually has a lining in it. And I do want to keep that because this fabric is quite thin. So I'm just going to go do a really quick stitch all the way around to secure the lining to the exterior fabric. The width of the shirt is not that different from the width of the skirt. So I think what I'm going to do is go gather up the edge of the skirt fabric with my machine and see how close I can get it to the width of the top, and then stitch them together. So let's go find out if I can actually gather fabric properly with my machine. Now, before I try any kind of new to me technique, I do like to test it out on a scrap, and look, that totally worked. So let's pop to the machine and I will show you all of my settings that I did to achieve this. So as you can see, I do have a fairly old machine. I did get it secondhand when I moved back to Canada about 6 years ago. So it's really not very new at all or fancy, but it gets the job done. Okay, so what I did was set all of the different settings here to like the loosest that they would go. So I have the loosest stitch, the loosest thread tension, and of course also the longest stitch length. And I'm also stitching with the straight stitch. So now I have the skirt gathered, I have the bottom of the top gathered, and now let's go put them together. So I'm just going to flip the skirt over top of the top so the right sides will be facing. Ta-da! And I just need to kind of pull the gathers a little bit open on the top so I can get it to perfectly match up with the skirt. Okay, now let's go stitch them together. Yay! Another awesome success! I mean, Honestly, these type of refashions are so super simple when you take an existing garment and, you know, stitch it to another existing garment in a new and exciting way. It's pretty darn simple. And this is the kind of stuff that I started out doing and I still love doing so much. I mean, let me know down below, what are your favorite refashions to do? Mine are always, you know, the quick and easy ones that have awesome results like this. And also, can you tell me which belt you like best? Because I can't really decide. I'm kind of leaning towards the yellow one or the red one. I'm not super sure about this white one, but it does match my sunglasses. I don't know. You let me know down below. And as always, there's another awesome tutorial coming right at you tomorrow. And in the meantime, head on over to refashionistasherry.com or just stay on my site. Check out all of the other tutorials in my 30 Days of Refashion playlist, as well as, of course, the other hundreds of videos that are available on my channel. Just have a leisurely scroll and, yeah, start remaking your wardrobe. And, of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit notifications, all of that good stuff that totally helps out my channel and, you know, costs you nothing, but really helps me out a lot. And until tomorrow, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. Which belt do you like?
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.